Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it's time for the Car Dyes RV Camper assembly video. Hey, so I'm using the brand new Car Dyes RV Camper, along with Doodlebug's Gingham linen and their I Love Travel 6-inch pad. And I'm going to assemble this new RV camper from Jaded Blossom. So first of all, I cut the base of the RV out of American Crafts black cardstock, along with this little string of lights. And then I'm adding on some Recollections silver mirror cardstock that I cut out these little bulbs out of first. And then you can see kind of in the middle upper part of the screen of the video, I'm going to be adding yellow bulbs. Now you could add Christmas bulbs to this if you wanted. That would be fun. But I'm just going to use yellow bulbs, sort of like how people string up fairy lights, right? That's what I'm going for. So I'm using my embellishment wand to do this, working on a Stampin' Up pad, using Barely Art glue, you know, all the things, did all my die cutting with my Anna Griffin Empress machine, you know, all the normal stuff. Now this is a super cute camper that you can add to your cards, you know, fits on an A2 sized horizontal card. And you can use the new mini gnomes with this, or you could use one of the big gnomes if you like. Okay, so next I'm going to add on the little light bulb pieces. And that was cut from American Crafts yellow cardstock, and I'm using that same embellishment wand to add them to, you know, add them all on. So this was not hard. You know, I would suggest definitely having like an embellishment wand to pick up these little pieces. That sort of made things easier. But, you know, that's just me. So I'm adding on all these little extra pieces here. There we go. And I'll do the same to the other side. And then, like I said, this will kind of look like, you know, fairy lights hanging on the side of the camper, which is kind of fun. But you could do these in like red and green, like for Christmas. That would be fun. So almost done here. And then we can go on to assembling the rest of the camper. But this is very straightforward and easy. I didn't even have to ask Candace and Michelle where things go this time. So, so it was very simple to put together. Okay, so I cut this piece out of Doodlebug's Gingham linen in kind of like a, you know, light gray. And I'm going to add the camper on to my black base. Now you can use whatever color you'd like for your base because it doesn't show, right? I just chose American Crafts black cardstock. Okay, so next we are adding on the wheels that are cut from American Crafts black cardstock again. I also used Doodlebug's Candy Stripe and Sprinkles for this gray here. You can see. And I'm just going to add those as the hubcaps. There's stitching lines so you can center things. This was cut from Paper Ink white cardstock. I'm going to add that to the front here. Everything lines up with everything else. It's very simple. There we are. And I do weight it down in between. I'm going to add in my little windows. This is just some aqua American Crafts cardstock, the smooth. Right? You can get American Crafts cardstock in textured and smooth. Comes in packages for the smooth ones, like pads, but you know. Now I'm adding on, this is gingham linen on the linen side from Doodlebug, adding on the door, adding in the window. There it is. I'll add on the other window. There. Oops. There we go. Now this is that gingham linen again. I'm just using the linen side. I'll add that on. That's the top of the camper here. Just line it up with the stitching. It's very simple. There's another little piece here that goes in front of the window on the top of that little camper. There. And I've got another little stripe here, same thing. Now you can make this camper any color you want. You can make a pink camper if you want, right? Now this is pattern paper from that I Love Travel from Doodlebug. It's just an all over heart. So I'm using that for the little window treatments in the window, the little curtains. You could skip these if you don't want to have curtains, right? There's nothing saying you got to do it like I do it. Then I had these little bows. That was cut from my favorite red. That's Paper Tray Ink Pure Poppy cardstock. I'm just going to add them as little tie backs. There's also little curtains for the door window. Like I said, you could skip that or use them. Doesn't matter. Cut out of the same stuff. Everything's the same for both. There we are. And I'm going to add on, like I said, those two little tie backs again. Paper Tray Ink Pure Poppy cardstock. There we go. And this is a shimmer. It's Recollections shimmer cardstock, and it's in white just for the headlight. And then this is Recollections silver mirror cardstock for the bumper. And then I used gingham linen in a darker color for the hubcap cover, so that goes there. I don't know, is that a wheel well? Whatever you want. And then next, this is red mirror cardstock from Recollections for the back tail light. And then I have two more silver mirror cardstock from Recollections handles. One goes on the camper door, and then one goes on the door, I guess, vehicle door. And there we go. And that is it. It's super simple. So that's on a horizontal A2 size card. These are the lights. Now, if you want to pull in a gnome, there's a normal sized gnome and there's a mini gnome. Isn't that cute? And too big to go side to side on an A2, but perfect for a normal A2. So thank you so much for stopping by. And remember, all these things you can get at the Jaded Blossom store. Bye, everybody.